It's really a sad story, and it's frightening, as I mentioned, all in one. She is screaming, "God, you're my savior." Before that all happened, she went up and down the aisles asking people to pray for her mom. Her mom apparently passed away, so she's grieving. She can't handle things, and she is screaming like that. Now, this video was uploaded onto YouTube by a gentleman by the name of Reed Stanley, and he kind of gives a little bit of a report as he's filming, and you can see everybody's face. Some are acting like, "God, this isn't happening," and you can see everybody else's reaction. So let's watch that. We'll bring our experts in.
God, you're my savior.
I don't know if this guy next to her knows her or not. He's been trying to calm her down the whole time.
God, you're my savior. 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 Don't f*** me.
So again, we're not sure how it all ended up for her. We hope she got the care she needed. But I think one of the questions we all have, what would we do? I mean, what's the airline supposed to do in a case like that to keep us safe, number one? And what do we as passengers do to maintain calm ourselves and maybe help calm someone like that down? Back with us, HLN contributor, psychotherapist, Dr. Tiff. Also with us, our HLN law enforcement analyst, Mike Brooks. Tiff, I'll start with you on this one. Okay, first off, and there was a guy sitting next to her and that was trying to calm her down. At one point, she's like, "Don't blank and touch me." So even yelling at him.
Pretty difficult.
So what do you do?
To be in,
You're sitting next to her, near her. What do you do to try and calm her down?
Well, I think
or do you even mess with her?
Well, I think you kind of you got to know who you're sitting next to, and certainly in this case, he probably had no clue who this woman was. The best thing you can do is stay calm, be as empathic as possible, understand that this person is going through something and you have no idea. We do know that she had just suffered a dramatic loss from traumatic loss of her mother, and that can make you do some pretty strange things. But be as empathic as possible, be as understanding as possible, and as much as you can, keep a level voice. One of the things that I do when people are really escalating and their voices are escalating, personalities are escalating, I make sure my voice is monotone, I talk very softly, and I really make sure that I maintain eye contact and just try to be as understanding as possible. The hope is that the flight attendants, of course, had some type of mental health training and could know, like, really how to talk this woman down if they could.
Well, let's hit on that, Mike, the safety side of this. What's the airline supposed to do in a case like this to keep everybody safe? And she doesn't try and I know it's said in the video there that she don't let her go for the door or anything like that.
Well, you know, Mike, right after my law enforcement career, I worked for Delta Airlines as general manager of corporate security, and they'd hired me to start up the abusive passenger program of dealing with things like this. And I think they did the right thing. They didn't try to go over and holler at her, you know, but it's up to the captain where along in that flight where he or she decides, okay, is this an in-flight emergency? Do we have to put this aircraft down? Thank God the 20 minutes was about the time during their final descent, but you heard the man who was videotaping. He said that one of the flight attendants told him that if she goes to the door to stop her, and that's the whole thing. Because when someone's
does that surprise you, or is that a good thing that they're asking a passenger to help out?
Absolutely, no. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to solicit the help of passengers should something happen. And I think they did the right thing here. But you know, I think, Mike, at the end of the day, she could be charged with at least a violation of federal aviation regulations. You know, they were on final approach, and you saw her phone. Her phone was on in her hand when it's supposed to be off, and then it's possibly that she could be charged with interference with the flight crew.
Got it, Tiff. You know, we looked at some of the video, and some of the folks were acting like this isn't happening.
Yeah.
Is it best to ignore the situation?
I don't think it is. I think you got to make sure that the appropriate people know. So certainly make sure that the flight attendants know, make sure that the people around you know, and just in case something does happen, you do have to be prepared. I've been on a flight before, and the flight attendant said, my husband and I were sitting in an exit row, and she said, if someone comes to this door and tries to open it, you get them with an elbow. She literally told us that.
Really?
Yes. And my husband was like, yeah.
He was ready.
He was ready. He was ready.